Hey, good morning. How y'all doing? It is Well Read Beard, and we are here for Beard Book Talk, where I tell you what I read, what I got, what I'm going to read. And yeah, it is December 16th, 9 days to Christmas. So, got through a couple things last week, started a couple things, and let's talk about it. So, I finished Insomnia by Stephen King. I mean, I like this book. Generally, I think for what is told here, it's probably a little bit hefty on the hefty side. It's a middle of the road King read for me. I'm at 3 stars on this one, but there is a short review up. There will be a full review up this week. Yeah, so I got into this one because I recently finished the Dark Tower series, and it has direct ties to that. Also some small ties to some other King works. So I was kind of interested in um, I don't know, kind of just refreshing myself on the pieces that connected to the Dark Tower because, like I said, I just finished that. I read this back when it came out in 1996, I believe. I mean, I could open the book and look, but I'm too lazy for that. And but yeah, this was a reread. So and I'm slowly rereading all of it. So Insomnia. Got a little bit of a cold going on here, so bear with me. I also finished The Beast You Are by Paul Tremblay. All in all, I didn't love this book. Just a general statement, like a general feeling about it was it felt like these were a bunch of pieces that were written for maybe different prompts and kind of the author also kind of taking some risks and doing some different things as opposed to like this collection of, oh, these are the best 12 stories that I have right now. If that makes sense. For me, I'm at 2 stars on this book. I've got some shorts on shorts up. I got one more to do, and I'm gonna be reviewing it and kind of talking about a little bit, picking some favorite stories. I mean, there were some stories in here that I liked, but the vast majority of them kind of fell a little flat for me. So this is The Beast You Are by Paul Tremblay. Now, I am. I don't know where it is, but I'm working on. Actually, I do know where it is. It's right here. Hold on. I don't know if I can grab it. I'm working on Infinite Jest. Very slowly. What I've quickly found with this book is one, I don't dislike it. Like I do not dislike the way it reads, the style of writing. But I can't read this in many, sorry, situations. Like the situation has to be perfect. Like I have to have a half an hour uninterrupted. Um, and I cannot read this while the TV's on or while I'm on a car ride or honestly, it's so damn massive that I haven't even really tried to take it to bed and read it at night. I've really only been reading it when I have 30 minutes to kind of just go sit and read, which those times are limited. So I'm liking it. I feel like it's going to be a while before I get through it. But yeah, so I have started this. I've probably read the first 50 pages. I will say it is dense. And again, I'm enjoying it, but it's dense and I'll sit down for 20 minutes and read 5 to 6 pages, and that is really that's the truth. So anyway, Infinite Jest, David Foster Wallace. We'll see. I'm trying. Um, I finished the Tremblay, so this is going to be my next shorts on shorts. Happy Money and Other Mischiefs. This was sent to me for review. It's by Rebecca Granston, and I'm going to be starting to get into that this week. I my audio after finishing Insomnia. I am doing the long walk. I again, this is a reread for me. I remember loving it when I was young and when I first got into it. Briefly, I did Road Work and The Running Man a second time in the last couple years, so I only have to do the Long Walk and Rage. But um, I wonder, and I had this conversation with my wife yesterday, like how many instances there were of this type of Hunger Games type story where we take people in some dystopian, type world and pit them against each other in a competition, to the death, basically. I mean, again, like Hunger Games, and I mean, there's been a lot of other stuff like that, but this was like early 80s, right? And so predates Hunger Games by, I don't know, 25 years. And I wonder if, I mean, if there were a bunch like that before this, or if this is maybe kind of like a start to that subgenre or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, that's the gist. 100 people on a walk, and you got to walk until you can't, and there's going to be one winner, and if you get below 4 miles an hour, so 15-minute miles, you get a warning, and if you get three warnings, then definitely enjoying it. One thing I will say about it is that it is quick and to the point. Like it does not have really any build up like you would expect from a lot of Stephen King stuff. I mean, I know this is Bachman, not King, and Bachman had a completely different approach. But anyway, enjoying that, the long walk. So, and then because Infinite Jest, and because I finished The Beast You Are, and because I needed something to read when I did have some distraction, I finally am starting The Haunted Vagina. Again, I've read two Melick books in the last month. This is the next one. Um, uh, so yeah, so I'll have an opinion of it at least when this is all said and done. So that is the stuff I'm working on. Again, my reading goals coming up for I'm really wanting to do a lot of Pulitzer winning books, starting like now and kind of working my way back, but also fitting some in, as I get them. I've been kind of picking those up as I see them, but Demon Copperhead, Barbara Kingsolver, I'm going to be reading that early next year, and then that was like two books won it in 2023. But that was the 2023. The 2024 has already been announced. I think it's Night Watch, or I think it's Night Watch. I can't remember the author, but anyway, going to be working my way through those. So again, sorry for the cough. So what did I get? I got a few books in the mail. Actually went to a bookstore in Covington, Kentucky. It is called Conveyor Belt Books. It is all vintage type stuff. I mean, a lot of like nice, like I don't know. There's just like there's no like ugly books there. There's no like trash books. Like it's like if it's trash, he throws it away. It's all like vintage paperbacks and like nice like collectible like William Faulkner hardcovers and this and that. Anyway, but my wife had been talking about reading this, and I have not read it. So, and this is I think a pretty highly acclaimed like science fiction or dystopian book or whatever. So anyway, we picked up a copy of The Man in the High Castle by Philip K. Dick, and I think we're both gonna try to read it in the near future. I went to Half Price Books last night, and people were in the family were getting me gifts, so I didn't buy much, but I did pick up this Wild Cards 2 Aces High, edited by George R. R. Martin. Now, I just kind of grabbed it on a whim. I thought that it might be kind of a cool way to get started in like the fantasy genre, as far as just like reading some short stories and kind of bringing a different feel to my shorts on shorts. I mean, after kind of reading the synopsis and whatnot, I don't know that this is going to be up my alley and something that I want to read, but I picked it up on the discount rack in the back for $3. So, I mean, if this is excellent and you know that, let me know. So one thing I want to do in audio, I've done Wendy's button box, but I haven't done the other two. So, and I already had Magic Feather, so I picked up the other two on eBay, and I'm gonna probably after the long walk, I'm probably gonna get into doing that 3 book series. But so I got a copy of Wendy's button box, and I got a copy of Wendy's Final Task. So, gonna be getting to those soon. And then I picked up a couple other Melics because, like I said, the Haunted Vagina is my third Melic, and I'm kind of doing 1 or 2 a month as kind of palate cleansers, but also as the book that I can read without like a crazy amount of focus, if that makes sense. So I got You Always Try to Kill Me in Your Dreams, and then I got Zombies and Shit. So that is all the stuff that actually, that is not true. Let me reach over here real quick. So I went to a Goodwill, and I often go to my Goodwill in Maysville, Kentucky. That's my closest one. And I often go in there and just kind of browse and don't get anything. Like there has to be something. Either there has to be no one in the store, like no one queued up at the checkout, or they have to have some really good stuff for me to actually stand in line and check out. But for those that are book thrifters, Goodwill has recently, at least mine has recently raised their price of their books from 99 cents to $1.59. So I used to pick up just about anything, but now I'm a little bit more selective. And you would not think that that 60-cent difference or whatever would make that much of a difference, but it does for me, believe it or not. So cheap ass. But I did pick up some things, and some of them like were like notable books from particular years. One of them is a Pulitzer winner, but it's a nonfiction, so I don't know that I'm going to read it because I'm only trying to do Pulitzer fiction. A couple more were like books by someone that I knew that was a Pulitzer winner, but it wasn't their Pulitzer winning book, and so on and so forth. But anyway, so I thought this vintage-ish paperback of Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison was cool. I grabbed that. I thought this vintage portable Dorothy Parker with a introductory tribute by W. Somerset Maugham was cool. So I grabbed that. Copy of Basic Instinct. I thought I might want to read that. I don't know. We'll see. Also, saw it, and I've got this goal of this, apocalypse wall of nothing but mass market paperbacks, and so for one of those reasons, I picked that up. And then these were all like great shape, and like I said, at least somewhat notable books from the last 4 or 5 years. So I don't know. I grabbed Orphan Train by Christina Baker Klein. I grabbed The Plot, which again is a notable book from 2021, a New York Times notable book. The Plot by Jean Hanff Corlitz. Got Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. I got Slavery by Another Name. This is a winner of the Pulitzer Prize by Douglas A. Blackman. And I got Caleb's Crossing by Geraldine Brooks. Now, she won the Pulitzer for a book called Mark somewhere in the 2000s. I think it's somewhere between 2010 and now. It's on my list of books to pick up and read. If I actually follow through with that. But this is not it. The book that won that was called March. Same thing with this one, People of the Book by Geraldine Brooks. And then I got The Most Fun We Ever Had by Claire Lombardo. Some of these will probably go straight to my Pango store. Some of them I'll hold on to maybe as might reads. I don't know, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Again, sorry for the being a little bit under the weather, but doing the long walk, doing the Carlton Melick, slowly going to start working my way through Infinite Jest, and that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying all your books, all of them, as much as I am. If not, you're reading the wrong damn books.